What angle? Do you want me to move over? Is that what it is? Because we're too far apart, maybe?
Maybe.
All right, there we go. It is Wednesday, September 16th, and we've got a lot to talk about today. That's right,
Yes,
ladies
we
and gentlemen.
do.
The Islanders won last night in double overtime to keep their playoff hopes alive. Their Stanley Cup hopes alive.
The hottest team in New York.
The best team in New York right now with the best coach.
What is wrong with you?
I just had yogurt.
Why do people need to hear this first thing on the show? You can't even wait a little bit.
We don't do hold it in. It gets painful.
Yes.
It hurts.
And so you'll survive.
So the Islanders won last night. I was very excited. Oh my God, we got to share. I got to start doing the sharing of the show.
Did it pop up?
I don't know.
I had to keep her. Oh, yep, it's on. We're on. Remember the days when we would be 20 minutes late?
Yes.
I like this when it actually works.
Let me see.
I don't like, however, that you're wearing a black shirt and I'm wearing navy blue. It's torturing.
You want me to go change?
Not gonna lie.
Want me to go change?
It's fine.
Oh, my clothes are right there.
There's no dress code here. It's just that we don't match.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. So sorry.
Asher's watching. Good morning, Mother.
Good morning, Mother Joan.
Mother Joan.
Are we on?
We are on. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to share, too.
Yeah. So sharing, you son bitch. So, oh, look at my volume.
What did you just call me?
Son bitch.
What does that mean?
Son bitch. Southern, it's a southern way to say son of a bitch. You son bitch.
Okay.
You never saw, what do you call it?
Oh! Speaking of things that I never saw. And Linda Parmley just tuned in.
Linda Parmley.
Nikki Singh. Good morning, good morning. Pig Rika, is that what my mother just called you?
What?
That's a nice name.
Oh, Pig Erica. Pig Rika.
Pig Erica.
Pig Rick. I don't know.
Oh, that's because you belched like
belched.
A pig.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, so speaking of things that I have never seen that we discussed last week, Linda Parmley made me watch Man on Fire on the weekend.
How great was it?
It was good.
How great was it, huh?
And, of course, I remember nothing, so...
I need proof of life. She calls her bear Creasy Bear. She named the bear after him.
Yeah, I got that.
Everybody keeps telling me they're only professional. I'm just a professional.
Well, that's what you said. And then when that line came up, Linda's like, see? That's what and I'm like, oh, yeah, that was the line he said. I was trying to remember which one it was.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Come on, that movie was great, though.
It was good. It was really
Christopher
good.
Walken.
And it was nice because we watched it outside. My friend sets up like a big screen.
Well,
we
thanks
sit
for
in the
inviting
yard.
me. It's only my favorite movie.
Sorry.
Did you...
Apparently, Christine agrees with you.
What?
On some beach.
On some beach? You never saw, what do you call it?
Oh, yeah, what was the movie that I never saw?
Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, well, when I was, this big.
Some bitch.
It's been a long-ass time since I saw that movie.
Come on, that movie is great.
I would say it's probably been about 35 years since I saw that
Come on! When he crashes into the ravine, he looks up at the black sheriff and he goes, "You're the sheriff, boy?" He goes, "Yep." He goes, "On the radio, you seem taller." Because he couldn't say it. Come on, that was a great movie. Come on. You son bitch.
Good morning, Felix.
Come on, the best lines of that movie.
Okay, I believe you. It doesn't matter if I saw it 100 times, I wouldn't remember
There is no way, he's talking to his son, that you came from my loins. Remind me when I get home to punch your mama right in the mouth.
I bet you say that to Danielle all the time.
Come on, that's great.
To your sons all the time. Oh my God.
Come on, he was
Good morning, Jeff Bosey.
Jackie Gleason was the best in that movie.
So if I'm acting like an old lady today, it's because my back is killing me.
Yes,
So
she won't let me massage it.
He didn't
nakedly.
offer, and he's right that I wouldn't let him.
You wouldn't if you were in so much pain. What if I was just a professional?
Well, first of all, if you were a professional, then I'd be. So you know that I was a professional massage therapist.
Oh, so then you give me one and show me how to do it, and then I'll do it on you.
So I would be draped so I could be naked, but I would be wrapped in a sheet or a towel. He would never have to be inappropriate. Thanks, Gina. Thank you. Working hard. We'll talk about that a little later.
Yeah.
Sharing.
I'm still sharing. Yeah, I go through things like slower than you.
Well, I go through things.
I'm almost done.
Okay, in fairness, as much as I do move fast, I also. Anyone that texts with me or reads my comments knows I type too fast, and I leave 18 typos in my wake.
Nikki Singh said, "Good morning, beautiful." Well, good morning to you too.
Definitely talking to you.
Absolutely.
Oh,
well, Nikki Singh, Nikki, is that a man or a woman?
It's a woman. I haven't met Nikki, but we connected because of the petition that we're doing that we'll talk about. Are you done being beautiful?
For Nikki Singh, never.
Nikki, you're a lucky woman.
I'm on your radar, Nikki. I'm on your radar.
Well,
what are we talking about?
I don't know.
Morning, Jeff.
I was just riding out this moment. Oh, she's not watching yet.
Who?
But Taz's birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, should we sing happy birthday to her?
You should.
Right now?
No, she's not on. Let's wait till she comes on.
Oh, but then, you know what I should do? I should share it to her, and then her message, and then when she comes on, we'll sing happy birthday.
Okay.
All right. So
if you ever do that again, I'm going to get an axe. I'm going to cut it off, and you'll never have to open your fly again. I'm assuming that is a line from Smokey and the Bandit. Because Jeff Bosey knows how to quote movies, and he also knows that I never know what he's talking about. I'm not a good movie quoter unless you say, "Caroline, go into the light."
So you're able to quote one movie?
I can, let's see.
One movie. You're going to force
Help me, help you.
See, there you go.
I can do a couple.
Oh, you go. Help me, help you. What movie was that from?
You tell me.
Jerry Maguire.
Okay.
Right?
Yep. What else can I quote? There's a couple of things. There's certain movies I can watch and I can recite them as they go.
Yes. Okay. Fair enough.
But I can't. Like Grease 2, I didn't realize how much I really remembered that movie until I watched it a couple months ago, and I was rolling.
Right, you picked right where it was.
Yeah. Well.
What about this one?
I don't know if this is a made-up story.
Go ahead.
But I watched Grease 2 so much in my childhood that my mom ripped the VCR out of the unit and was like, "No more." She might not have ripped it out. My memory, she ripped it out, but she might have just unplugged it. Because I think if she heard Cool Rider one more time, she was gonna. So
she had a
punch me in the face.
No more wire hangers ever.
Now that is a movie I can quote.
No more wire.
We watched that movie a lot when we were growing up.
You watched it or you lived it? Was your mom a disciplinarian?
My mom is a very big fan and participatory
of beating children
person of Gov's Comedy Club Radio, so we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, please stop it!
My mom was an angel.
Oh, an angel put on this earth?
Absolutely.
I don't know. Joan, tell us.
The only way she slapped us was with her wings.
Joan, tell me the truth. Did you beat her? Tell me.
We might have had a wooden spoon that got broken over the dog's back. We might have.
The dog's back? What did the dog do?
I don't know. Poor Marie.
Oh, Joan.
We named her dog Marie because
just one wooden spoon?
It was a giant.
But just one?
Well, no. I don't know. There was always a wooden spoon.
Lucky.
Step into the light, Carolyn. See? Whatever, Andy.
Right, wait.
Andy!
Wow. Don't go into the light, Carol. See? Andy screwed you up, you son bitch.
Really? Is this show over yet?
I'm very excited the Islanders won. If you can't tell. They won in double overtime, 2-1 against the sucky, shitty, douchey Lightning. Actually, Lightning's a very, very good team, so
He wasn't even really up watching it. He went to bed.
No, so I did. I was too nervous, and I was gonna if they had lost, I wouldn't have been able to sleep. And if they had won, I probably wouldn't have been able to sleep. So I just said, let me sleep. I'll find out in the morning. because I can't. Either they're gone or they fight again on Thursday. So I did. I went to bed because I was too wound up, and I said if I keep watching my phone or the because I was watching on my phone, like I was watching.
So you were in bed, but you had to like keep going like this.
Yeah, and I just put it aside, and I just said I'm going.
Wait, so you didn't know until you woke up?
No, I didn't know until I woke up.
All right.
You watch Grease 2 so much you still can't taste anything, says Plajanos.
my mom was making me laugh while you were talking about the Islanders.
I love those precise memories according to each daughter. I was a wooden spoon mama. See, she beat you a little bit.
She's proud of it.
Yeah, I don't blame her. You're a rotten kid.
Yeah, I was rotten. No, I was an angel compared to my other sister. And she won't disagree with me on that. I had my moments, but...
My mom broke a wooden hanger over my brother's back once. All right, a wooden hanger. That's not bad.
That's pretty thick.
That's not bad. We went through. I think my story still trumps a lot of these people's stories.
You do have some good stories.
It didn't happen to me, but I'm gonna share it with you. It didn't happen to me. It happened to my brother. My mother wrapped a chain link dog chain around her hand.
Ooh.
And then blasted my brother right in the face and busted his face wide open. He must have been like 13, maybe 14.
Crazy.
Maybe 13 or 14, something like that. Maybe 14.
All right.
14 or 15. Yeah, she blasted.
Taz, the residential artist, is watching.
Here we go, ready?
Resident artist.
3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3.
You're gonna sing, so whatever.
You're not gonna sing?
I'm gonna dance around.
Ooh, you boobies. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Taz, the resident artist. Happy birthday.
Wow.
To you.
That was lovely. Yay, Taz, happy birthday tomorrow. We
Tomorrow,
are a day
right?
early,
Yes.
but we didn't want to go without singing a happy birthday to you because
Oh.
you never disappoint us. You're such a good friend and an incredibly talented artist, and we love when you draw Uncle Eric.
Yup.
And I love that my face is always in disgust looking at whatever you're drawing Uncle Eric do because it's quite accurate. I'm always like, yeah. I love it. I think she drew us last week, right? Or was it 2 weeks ago?
But I don't know why I put myself in these situations. She there was a while she was drawing me like nipples.
Oh no, the best was
here.
you had nipple tassels. She drew you in the shower.
That's right.
Quite a few. Remember the days when you used to shower on the air? That was nice.
Andrew says, I know this sounds a little crazy, but if Pajot, Clutterbuck, Martin can keep the physical play up, I think this is the spot they need to be in. They need the Lightning to be in. Point out Kucherov, Allen. Good. Kucherov's a dick. So yeah, that would be I'm hoping, Andy. I'm hoping against hope, because I think if they make it to the finals, they have a good shot. Not that Dallas is a walkover, but they have a good shot. What's up, Captain Jack is watching as well. Okay, so it's Wednesday the 16th.
How is it the 16th already?
I don't know, but Danielle was involved in something very, very special, and I saw it and I stayed away from it because I'm like,
because you're a douche.
There's a bunch of hippies and they're gonna start like throwing things and it's gonna turn into something on CNN. So I just stayed away from it. But Danielle I'll let her explain it because I don't even know how to explain it. She was advocating for prohibition. Prohibition.
People feel like they're in entertainment prohibition right now.
Entertainment prohibition.
There's lots of secret shows happening.
Yeah, so
this is the story, people, and a lot of you have heard many versions of the story. So
I want the official version.
Joe DeJesus and Mike Del Giudice from Big Shot works for Billy Joel. Joe DeJesus from Jam. Why? Who made me do a show with this guy? Someone please tell me.
Do the repeat game. Go ahead.
Anyway,
She's gonna hit me.
No, I'm just.
Oh, I thought you were gonna hit me. Stop! You bring back my childhood.
Wait, I don't have a chain around my hands. So Joe and Mike started organizing. They wanted to do a protest in Huntington, and then Joe, who he himself is an attorney, but he doesn't do like advocacy attorney stuff. But he reached out to me because he knows Joe and I have been friends for a really long time. Actually, that's how I got to go to radio.
Because
I was on a jam. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Jesu.
Right.
Yeah. So if Mike and Carla and Tim are watching, it's DeJesu. Last night they were debating how to say his name.
DeJesu.
Joe DeJesu.
Right.
So anyway, so Joe reached out to me, asked me if I could help with the advocacy pieces because I knew,
you know how to do that.
I know how to do
that's
that.
Like that's your wheelhouse. That's your expertise.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So I was kind of like behind the scenes helping them, but Mike has a lot of context, so it took off. The two of them, both of them do, and they were. I won't even get into the story of like we had permits, then we had this space, we had that.
You got the permits?
No, Joe and Mike got them.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna originally do that, but then Mike had a connection, and it all ended up working out.
Okay.
Well, for a moment. Then Newsday does a story and says protest concert. F Newsday.
They can't get anything. This is why you can't believe the fake news.
Well, they're not fake news, but they just called it a concert, and it was a protest, and so therefore, it was shut down. What happened?
No my elbow hurts.
Really? It's geriatric
today. Since last night, I'm hurting, but go ahead.
All right, so long story short, we ended up having a protest on Sunday, and it was awesome. We had a great amount of people. We just kind of hung out on the sidewalk in front of the AMC movie theater in Huntington Village. Shout out in the comedy world to Kristen Tinsley, who came with her sign and hung out. It was freaking awesome to see her. I was so happy.
Okay.
And her really cool little blingy mask. And Tony Walker came down. He's good friends with Joe and Mike as well and came to support the cause. So I was running around the whole day. Well, they played music. Oh, so they played on the corner for a while. And then, excuse me, big shout out to the restaurant Canova on Girard Street across from the movie theater. Actually, I think at 46 Girard Street, Canova. It's a Croatian fare. It is awesome. The owner, Dan, was amazing and like was part of the whole day being supportive, and he invited Mike and Joe to be incidental music at the restaurant later that evening because we can only be incidental music.
Oh, right. I was going to say.
Okay, so let's go back, right? So the whole point of all of this is now we all know we want clubs open, we want capacity, all that stuff, right?
Right.
But that's not what we're arguing. That's not what we're advocating for. We're advocating for the state liquor authority put a regulation on that prohibits ticket sales, cover charges, and advertising. That's what we're trying to get let up. We understand why there's, like it or not, regardless of what your opinion or how much you want to politicize it, we get the social distancing rules and the less capacity. Of course, we want to see it go up. But why all of a sudden did they make this rule that they had to, not sell tickets and so many venues? As much as their food might be great, that's not what draws people in. It's their entertainment. And considering they're not maxing out their restaurants at capacity, let the restaurants have another way of bringing in funds.
Right, correct.
And I'm looking at you because you're having another geriatric.
No, now I hit my knee.
Okay. And look, our musicians, our comedians, all entertainers. I mean, everyone is hurting horribly. So, now, this is my little bone I need to pick with all of you watching.
Ooh.
Including you.
What do I do now?
So we created a petition, which is really what I'm doing because I do this for a living, or used to. I wrote a letter it'll go to the governor, it will go to the legislators, like everyone in leadership in New York, to try to get, I wanted to do it in a little more formal way, where I write this formal letter and then put everyone's names on
signatures.
It. Right, not just like there's already a great online petition. The last time I looked at it, had over 16,000 names on it. Like, that's great. We want to hit them from different angles, right? So I was running around with clipboard, and awesome Danielle Benya, who's a good friend of Mike Del Giudice, I love her. She was my partner in crime with clipboards.
And she's hot.
She's awesome. And so we ran around getting everyone's signatures. And then we started putting it out on interwebs. Send me your name and your town so I can add you to the letter. Yeah. Now tell me this, Eric. Yeah. In the comedy world, how come the only people on that list right now are Kristen, Tony, and Sherry Poland? Where are all my comedian friends signing on to this letter? Because even though this event was focused around music, we did say entertainers, but it was focused around music because it was Mike and Joe leading it. Right. It's the same thing that's screwing all of us up. Right. Yes. So my friends, send me your names. Put it in the comments. Put your name and your town. Oh, Captain Jack signed. I'll give him my mom signed. So there's a few of our fans and friends. And I signed. You did? I told you to tell him to put my name on there. So yeah, we need everybody to sign because it's. Why can't you just put my name on there? You know my name. That's not how it works. And I want to have. So this is the other question. I was like, dude, why don't you just put it online? No. I have now hundreds of emails and then names also on the petition from Sunday, where I can actually send that as backup to show. The elected officials like to know that you're going out of your way to, like, use your voice. I know it sounds so stupid, but, like, it's why I go to Albany. So can I ask you a question? Yeah. So it's better to get 1,000 real-life signatures than 16,000 just electronic ones. Because it's like, I'm sitting on my couch, let me sign this. And look, it's still effective, it's still wonderful to show, but it helps, but not as effective. So, like, when I go to Albany, right, like, all of our local senators and assembly people, and even the governor. Say it right, Albany. No. They all have local offices, but when you go to Albany and, like, waste 8 hours in a car there and back, they're like, ooh, you must really care about this because you came all the way up here. So, it's the same kind of thing. Like, take a minute, email me your name. So why can't we arrange for a concert in Albany? Well, we don't want any concerts. We'll be shut down. Or like a incidental protest. Oh, I don't know what you're saying. Just a protest. Why can we arrange for a protest in Albany? Well... Because then you'll probably get like 5 people. Most of them are home now. No, I'm sure people would come out. But anyway, so friends, sign your name to the letter. Romans. DanielleAsherMusic@gmail.com. My email. Please just... You want me to put it there? You don't have to say anything except Andrew Plajanos. Whatever town you live in, because I don't remember. Out east somewhere. But actually write the town. Nikki K. Singh, Selden. See? Oh, Nikki signed already, I think. Right. I think you emailed me, didn't you? I know I saw your name out there. Tony Smith, come hither. So that's my story, my friends. Jack Bosey, Beth Page. Well, step in and say, would you mind posting that link? Yeah, it's not a link, but I will happily post what I just said. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Look, guys, this is for all of us. Do you have to physically sign it? No. Do you have it on you? I am literally typing everybody's. Do you have it on you? No, I don't. I didn't bring it with me. So I would physically sign it. Sorry. So that way you see the power of the Shevlin. I should have had you sign it on the air. Yeah, because then it'd be like, oh my God, Eric Shevlin signed it? We better change it. It was a really interesting crowd on Sunday, I'll tell you that much. Why? How was it interesting? Oh, because this is the one thing. So if any of you are only looking to sign things that are like telling people off, we're not doing that. This is nonpartisan. We're sticking to the issue. But I had a lot of people like, yeah, I'll sign that because I hate that guy. Yeah. And I'm like, thank God I have my mask on so you can't see my face. It sounds like I wouldn't care if they hated him or not. I just still get the signature. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why I'm glad I have my mask on. Yeah, because I hate Cuomo. Because who cares? It's not the point. The bottom line is whoever's in power, doesn't matter what party they're with. This is happening now, and we need to change it. Yes. And by attacking people, it only makes it better. You're probably not going to get anything overturned, especially when they are. But it makes you feel better when you attack people. It does make people feel better. Make you feel more powerful and make them feel little. It's true.
I want to sign my name on it.
All right.
I want to physically sign my name.
Well, I could print out a sheet.
Just what do you spell my name wrong?
I'm not going to spell your name wrong.
All right, then put me on it.
Lisa Botino.
Do you need my email?
No, I don't need. I don't. Well, I need. Well, I have your email, I think.
No, you want me to put it again? Danielle Asher at Gmail.
Yeah, I did say put it in the comments, but if you have a minute and you can email, that would be helpful just because it'll all be there.
Nikki said, I will email you, love.
She loves me.
Ooh, that's
very nice.
That sounds hot. Can I watch?
No.
Why can't I watch? All I want to do is watch.
That's your problem.
I'm going to sit in the corner and I'll just watch.
Nice, Andy Flajanos.
Hey, Greg and Danielle for Congress.
Greg, Danielle.
Hey, Mike Hunt. Oh, Andy. You almost got me on that one.
Everybody that's saying hi to Taz, make sure you wish her happy birthday, Eve.
Yeah. Greg DiFilippo, Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, Greg DiFilippo. Did he say that?
No, I don't think he's in Tampa. I forgot where he is. No, but he...
People, if you want... Well, Mom, you keep track of anyone putting it in the comments, and then let me know, please.
Danielle for Congress? I don't know. I don't think so. You'd want to be a politician?
I'd rather be a chief of staff.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't think you'd want to be a politician.
I want to be the person actually running the show.
Not that you couldn't do it.
I've been asked.
No, but not that you couldn't do it.
They wanted me to run for assembly many years ago.
Right. Not that you couldn't do it, but I don't think that's your thing.
No, I'd rather chief of staff is the person really that gets stuff done. That's what I want to do.
You'd rather be the chief. I'll be the politician. You be my chief of staff.
That's kind of like our relationship already.
Let's do it.
Like you think that you're in charge and you're
Let's
special.
do
but
it.
I'm really.
Well, I really am special.
I mean, people like you. They want to have a beer with you, especially when you do that.
Hi.
I love when we go out in public and I feel like I'm your nurse.
I know. Well, that's what it would be like if we went on the campaign trail. I'd be like, oh, my elbow. I don't know if I'd want to be a politician because they look like look like morons a lot of times. There's very few that I kind of like. Hey, this guy might be respectful, or this one, that Kim Klasick. Like, she might do a good job. But there's very few and far in between where I'm like, well, I want to give her a shot.
She's a freak.
Well, she might be a freak, but let's see. Let's see. You never know. You never know.
Secrets?
I like the guy with the one eye. He's pretty cool. I forgot his name. But he seems like he has integrity. But I guess as the higher they climb, the less
the harder it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people out there, but I like my local people. I have some really
some of them annoy me too.
Of course, there's always going to be people that are annoying, but I have a handful of people that I actually really enjoy working with.
Which was the guy's name? I think he's in jail now.
The list is super, super long.
He's dead. He's dead or in jail. Or he was going to jail and he died.
Want to give me a hint?
I don't know. Some guy. Skelos?
He's not. He's in jail.
Oh, he's in jail. I met him.
He was the head of the...
I felt like I was buying... I felt...
a long time.
He was the head of the what?
The majority leader of the state senate.
That's not him, then.
Skelos?
That's not the guy.
What part of government?
It was local.
Local.
But anyway, I met the guy and I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I'm buying a used van. Like, it was just weird.
Is he your town supervisor? Because he's one of those guys.
Who's on town supervisor?
Saladino.
No, I don't think I ever met him. No, it was in another town. It was in, East Rockaway somewhere. It was like a 9/11 ceremony.
All right.
And he came, and it was just, ugh. I was creeped out.
Greg, would you like to talk about it?
No.
He said F Florida and F online virtual homeschooling. So let's talk about school. How is school going?
School for me is going fine so far. Nick's been in, this is his second week. So far, so good. No reported cases, no reported nonsense. Things are different, but they're getting mask breaks. They're moving from class to virtual in school. So, half the class has the teacher, the other half has the teacher on the computer screen or whatever, the smartboard screen. And then they switch. So then tomorrow, he'll have the teacher, they'll have the smartboard screen. So they're doing the best they can by moving back and forth. I think the classroom's right next door to each other. So I think if the noise level picks up or whatever, they figure it out. But so far, so good. Sports are starting
next
week for my son's school. I don't know.
Private school, just in case anyone's watching.
Right.
Like, ready
yeah,
to
so if anybody freaks out, it's Catholic school. The Catholic High School Athletic Association, so the CHSAA, got together and said, we're going to play. And this is how we're going to play, and this is how we're going to move forward. So that's starting next week, so hopefully that works out. Like, they're at least trying. And then they're gonna, hopefully if there's no flare-ups, they'll back off. Yeah, I mean they'll keep going. If there's flare-ups, they'll back off. Are you sure it isn't Skelos? I don't think it was. I think it was somewhere in East Rockaway, but it was a town. Maybe it was Skelos, but it was very, very strange. Who's the other guy that just died and he was almost going to jail? Vendetto, that guy?
Vendetto? Oh, yeah. Your former supervisor.
No, you know what? I think it was Skelos. Because everybody said,
Vendetto was a special man.
Everybody said, ooh, Skelos is coming. I'm like, who?
Yeah, because he was... So a little government lesson for everybody, if you don't know.
But he seems slimy.
Well... So,
I don't know if it was him.
Wait, can I just let me tell everybody? So
well, I don't want to slam the guy.
And then you have, I'm not talking about people, I'm just letting people know it's the 3 men in a room theory. New York State is run by the governor, and then the person that's the majority leader of the Senate and the Speaker of the Assembly. So the guy he's talking about for a long time was the majority leader of the Senate. So the point is he was one of the most powerful people in New York State.
So maybe that's why people were excited he was coming?
That's why people would
See, I just don't get excited when I'm like, I don't give a shit.
A lot of local people really liked him. I think there was some weird stuff that went on, but besides the reason he went to jail. But a lot of local people felt like he was part of the community.
But I don't know why. I don't know if it was him. That's the thing. That's why I'm saying I don't want to slam him, even though he's in jail. But whoever it was, they just seemed slimy, and I'm like,
well, a lot of politicians are slimy.
Like I just want
that
real.
Feel slimy.
Yeah.
When you get into positions of power, it changes you.
Yes, it does.
I mean, a lot of people start off great and turn out a little slimy.
Then they turn on their friends.
Or they give their friends jobs and money, and that's why they end up in jail.
Which is what you're going to do. You're going to be no, wait. Where did we decide? I'm going to be the politician. You're going to be the chief of staff. I don't want to be the politician.
Sucks for you.
Can I be the co-chief of staff or the assistant to the chief of staff? Not the assistant chief of staff, just the assistant to the chief of staff?
I don't know. I'd have to think about what position you would be.
Come on.
I'm not giving up my chief of staff position, though.
Why? I won't ruin it for you. I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
So Massapequa closed because a student tested positive. We've had one in the high school, Ward Melville, and one in the other elementary schools test positive. They are contracting, tracing, quarantining. If it starts to grow, we will go remote.
Ooh, they shut. Wow.
I didn't hear that about Massapequa.
And Ward Melville, too. Whoa, and Vendetto. I don't know if it was him. Because wasn't he like a weirdly shaped guy?
I don't know.
Wasn't he like very portly?
I can't help you out with that.
I don't remember who it was, to be honest. I just didn't give a shit that he was there, and I just didn't like him when he showed up.
You're just a hater, though. If people were like, ooh, we love that, you're like, fuck that, I hate it.
No, I just...
He's so that guy.
Yeah. I don't like people.
It's not even about people. It's just in general. If people like something, you have to hate it.
I hate Dunkin' Donuts. Do you like Dunkin' Donuts?
It's not my favorite.
I like it, though. Alright, so there we go. So I think politicians are slimy, so I don't want to be a politician. Neither does Danielle. She wants to be chief of staff. I'm going to be the assistant to the chief of staff. I'll be like your secretary.
You could be my secretary.
That's what I mean. Well, that's the assistant to the chief of staff.
There's a deputy chief of staff. Probably,
no,
but you're not going to be that.
The assistant chief. This would be the assistant to the chief of staff.
Eric, you need to be chief of entertainment for all those people. You can find the nicest cabarets for the best massage parlors.
Oh, I could find that. Oh, here's the thing, too. The other day, speaking of massage parlors, you see all these foot massage places open? Yeah. Foot spa. Is those legit? Or are they, like, kind of shady? But then the other day, I'm thinking they were shady But then the other day, I went to go pick up something, and 2 dudes were hanging outside the foot spa, but they weren't there for feet spying.
I think
they worked there.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, wait a minute. So I thought it was very strange.
I think that,
What?
Nothing.
What? What are you laughing at?
Nothing. It was on News 12, and we know how accurate they are yet.
Fake news, Mama Joan. Fake news.
Sipping the hatred. Yep. That's
No, I don't mind it. Sipping the haterade. I don't mind News 12. I don't think that bad.
That's good.
Yeah,
good
News 12.
For you.
I like News 12.
Good. Well, then I hate them. No, I don't. But I had to say it.
You son of a bitch. Did you get coverage from News 12?
Joan, did you hear what Eric just called you?
You son of a bitch.
Your mom is son of a bitch. You're insulting my mother.
Did you get News 12 at your thing?
News 12 was there, yeah.
Who was there? Was it Antoinette?
No. Oh, no, but she was the anchor that covered the story on the... She was the anchor.
Air.
But there was a young guy, I don't know him, that interviewed Mike. Hey, Jay.
Jay Christopher. What's up, Jay?
What's up, Jay?
So, speaking of...
Check out Jay's podcast, Chewing the Fat, with Cara Amore. Chewing the Fat? Chewing the... Is that right?
Yeah.
I can't remember anything, ever. Oh, my God.
Speaking of podcasts, you got Michelle Astor's going to be on Wildflowers tonight.
Nice.
Michelle's she's just getting it. I don't want to say it wrong, but she's just getting into acting, and she's been in a movie. Now she's filming another one.
Bless you.
Now she's going to be on Wildflowers tonight, promoting that. So check that out later on. And then what do you call it? What was I going to say? Oh, so let's go back to the chief of staff thing. You're the chief of staff. Why can't I be your assistant? I don't understand.
You're the assistant to the assistant. That's what Andy said.
Why would I be the assistant to the assistant?
I don't know. You're not even quite as good as Dwight, so I don't know what to tell you.
I would be a good chief of staff.
You can be my
I mean, a good assistant.
You can get my coffee.
I'll get you coffee. Whatever you want. Is that all I have to do all day?
I don't know. Depends. What you have to be at my beck and call.
All right, let's do it. Don't call me after like 6. I have to bring the kids to sports.
And he wonders why I don't. Well, I have to be family friendly if you're gonna play that card.
See, I have to be See.
Hi, Ken.
Oh, my kids are like off and on their own.
Michelle signed the petition.
Call me whenever.
Did you?
Yes.
I'm not talking to you. I was talking to our audience. Danielle Asher Music at gmail.com. Name, town. Name and town.
Eric Shelton.
I'm saying it that way because I've had to be like, and what is your town?
Hicksville. Danielle Shelton.
I can't sign unless Danielle tells me.
Danielle, do you give permission to sign the thing? Exactly. Yes or no? To allow live music and comedy.
Ticket sales and advertising.
She goes, what?
Danielle, don't listen to him. We'll tell you later.
Sign that thing.
This woman is trying to work.
Sign the thing.
But he likes to interrupt her life.
It's quieter today. Because the children's are at school.
Ooh. So while we're having a quiet moment, I'm just going to remind everyone to check out Canova in Huntington at 46 Gerard Street. Tell Dan you came because you want to save live music, and he is doing everything he can to help save live music and entertainment and
Greg
small
said you're
businesses.
looking great busty today.
Yeah, he said that the last time I wore this dress. I'm glad you like it, Greg.
I should sit up more. Look at my posture.
Look how nice and
like
big
this.
you just got. Yeah, I know I'm bigger than you because you do that.
Like this?
Look at that. Looks
How am I
nice.
bigger than you? I am bigger than you.
Yes, but sit like you always sit. Okay. I know, because I do this stiff. That's why my back is killing me.
Bad postures. Let's sit up straight for the rest of the show.
Or Eric, I don't know which one of you runs the music page, but
sit up straight for the rest of the show.
Okay.
So let's see if we can do this.
If I'm not going to get into pain.
How's my posture now, Danielle?
You look like a dark. Why are you putting your head like that?
Right, you like this. What are you doing?
Let's sit like this. Oh, let's sit like this, like news anchors. Let's go like this. Tilt your chair.
Like news anchors?
Yes, like news anchors. Tilt your chair.
Did your friend teach you this?
Tilt your chair, and then put your arm, and then so we're facing each other.
But it hurts.
Well, you gotta sit up straight. Want a pillow?
No, it's fine. I'm not sitting back anyway.
She's got 2 pillows.
Why did someone put an angry face at the petition?
I don't know. What petition?
No, Joe. If Joe's being silly, he
sometimes
obviously knows a petition since we're doing it together.
Oh.
But I don't know why someone would be angry.
Nikki, Taz's birthday's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. It is tomorrow. It is birthday eve.
We here on Ashland are reporting that Danielle Asher, her advocacy for concert tickets and live events is going strong. Please send your name and hometown to DanielleAsherMusic@gmail.com to sign the petition. Danielle, off to you.
That was good.
Thank you.
You should get a job doing that.
Get a job doing that next after this break.
You sound like a freak, actually.
Sounding like a freak after this break. She's aggravated with me already. Well, that didn't last long. Now I'm back to slumping.
Yeah, I got a nice pillow for my back pain.
Those aren't pillows. Another movie! You know a movie?
Guess. Guess if I know it or not. What do you think?
If you don't, you're a communist, and you should leave this country forever.
Bye.
You don't know, really? Plane, trains, and automobiles.
Okay. I've only seen that movie once. Also, probably in the 30
What?
range. I know, right? It's amazing.
How could you not watch that movie more than once?
I don't know what to tell you.
Not watch it
It was
more
just
than
not a movie we watched in my house.
It's on every Thanksgiving. It's a Thanksgiving movie. I think is that a John Hughes movie? Somebody look that up. I feel like it is. I feel like it is.
I'm going to look it up, but I don't know.
It's got that kind of vibe. Tomorrow Constitution. Oh man, I don't know what people are saying. Okay, so everybody's. I think people are laughing because I'm aggravating you. I'm not sure why people.
I don't know.
All right, here we go. All right, so we got the back to school update. We did well with that. We talked about wildflowers with Michelle Astor tonight. Michelle Astor and somebody else, one of her co-stars. I don't know the name.
Oh yeah, I never caught the name of the
Michelle
other
Rodriguez from that. She's famous.
It is John Hughes. I'm surprised.
It had that kind of thematic feel to it, a John Hughes film.
I like John Hughes
Very
movies, but
lot of comedy with a little drama in the background, a little soft touch.
that's John Hughes.
Come on, that movie was great. He's trying to get home to his family on Thanksgiving.
Aw.
Steve Martin, classic. John Candy.
John Candy.
Rest in peace.
It's good.
He's dead.
Thank you, Taz. I'm guessing she
What?
didn't know it either. I don't know. The angry face was a joke for me, later changed to a laugh.
Oh.
Inside joke, Ken Bichelle.
Nice going, Ken. You're always causing trouble.
God, Ken, what is wrong with
He really does. He causes a lot of trouble like
It's
that.
not nice.
Happy birthday, Petunia. Why is he calling him Taz Petunia?
I don't know, but that's cute.
It is. Teeny bopper time, says Taz. Thank you. Taz, you're going to be 13 again. It is John Hughes, says Andy. Yes, Danielle looked up. Wait, there is a delay.
Oh, yeah.
There is a delay, so don't yell at Andy.
I was about to.
I know you were.
Because Andy's being a little bit too much of a wise ass.
Yeah, but now I don't want to be your chief of staff. You're going to yell at me.
I might yell at you.
Wait, no, you're the chief of staff. I don't want to be your assistant to the chief of staff. If you're going to yell at me, why would you yell at me? I got your coffee.
It depends. Was it hot enough?
Did you spit in this? That's the question you're going to ask me every day after I bring you coffee. Did you spit in this? Get all paranoid. So you're gonna get power. You're gonna get power, and then power's gonna go to your head. You're gonna forget all about the little people.
I'm forgetting all about the little people.
Right. And then you're gonna turn on your friends.
Hate my friends.
Yeah. That's not nice. You shouldn't do that.
It happens.
You shouldn't do that. That's not nice. Give us a weight loss update.
I have lost 4 gallons of milk.
That's a lot of milk.
Right?
That is a lot of milk.
Last week.
Gallons of milk, heavy.
Right? That's what I was thinking. And then it made me think about, I work out and I'll have, my 10-pound weights.
Right.
And I'm like, that really, when you think about your weight, weight loss and weight in that context, it's like, oh, shit. No wonder my knees hurt.
Take 3 of them, right? Because how many pounds are you up to now?
I'm a little over 32.
A little over 32. So take 3 of those 10-pound ones, put them in a backpack, put them on your back, and carry it around. See how you feel.
Not happening.
Right?
But apparently, Yeah, it's really fascinating. But I like those little. Last week, the cheese thing caused a lot of hysteria, though. I was getting like.
Doodles.
Well, do you remember last week when I hit 30? What did I say? Oh, the amount of cheese people consume in a year.
Yes.
And I was getting like hate texts. Like, I eat that much in a day. I'm like, okay, then you're not an average person.
You're a psycho.
No, Chef Bosi, you're a slob. Just kidding.
Oh.
It's an inside joke by Ken Pichelle.
Yeah, Ken. How do you like that? Take that.
Felix gives all his ladies pet names.
You didn't give me a pet name.
He should.
What about you? How come you didn't give you a pet name?
He used to call me and my mom something.
It's fantasy. Mom and daughter.
Mom, what did he call us? Or Felix, if you're watching still.
The sexy twins.
I'll interview you for COS. I don't know what that is, but okay. Probably.
Ooh, COS. Oh, computer on science.
There is no such thing as science. My president said so.
Well, he is your president. Don't forget that.
Lost 4 gallons of milk.
Don't hit me. What is COS? Yeah, so explain to us what that is, Nikki.
COS, yeah, I don't know.
That's a good one.
First of
That's
all,
a good one, Greg.
Taz, that's not even true. You might not think so, but it...
No, she definitely lost some boobage, but not a lot. There's still, like, a lot there.
Yeah.
Right.
There's plenty.
Oh, boy, here come the comments, says Joan. Yeah, tell us what COS is, Nikki K. Singh.
Well, the 4 gallons of milk thing is funny.
That is funny.
I thought it was funny. Petunia, Danielle or Cutie Pies, yeah.
Cutie Pies. What was, what's Bonnie, then? Because isn't Bonnie, like, Felix's little,
She's Bonnie, I don't know.
co-host or something? Or guest co-host a lot?
He loves Bonnie.
I know, but what's Bonnie's nickname?
I don't...
We're investigating what Felix's nickname for Bonnie is right after this break. We should have breaks. Want a break?
What would we do during the break?
I thought we would. Like a good assistant chief of staff.
Cuties.
What other assistant chief of staff would give you the finger?
I'm sure a lot of them would.
I mean, to your face. Ooh, dog hair. Yeah. And big dog hair up your sleeve. Not many.
Some would say that you pulling fur off my sleeve is like a sign of affection. No,
I want you to be your best in front of
whoever
you're going to meet. So that's what a good assistant... No, that's a little something. It's not a dog hair, though. There's a little something more. That's not a dog hair, though. But that's it. Oh, no, one here. I'm not touching. Oh, look at that. I got it. My fingers are like tweezers.
Wow. It's
fascinating. So I would put you into the upper stratosphere with my attention to detail and your look. I'm like, okay, go. And then whisper in your ear, I'd be like, this is Dean Skelos.
But I'm not the politician.
But you're the chief of staff who has to work with the Dean Skelos, chief of staff.
I guess.
And I'm like, this is Dean Skelos' chief of staff. Dean Skelos is going to jail because he's a slimy motherfucker.
Oh my god.
And then you go, got it, check. And then you start, dancing around. Okay? Face, sounds like a rumble in the schoolyard today. No focus here. Yes, Uncle Eric, Bonnie is just Scalisi. Oh, that's it? Wait, Nikki, tell us what COS stands for.
What was the Bonnie thing? I missed it.
He just calls her Scalisi.
Oh.
Which I don't like. What is COS? Come on, Nikki K. Singh. Nikki K. Singh. We can have her as a guest. What happened to the person last week?
Carrie Ann. What happened to her? Right. I don't know.
We're going to have her as a guest. Soon.
Yeah, she came up with a good question last week.
We're going to have her as a guest soon.
Soon.
Real soon. News at 11. You think I should be a news anchor? I won't be a news anchor.
No, you sound like you're mocking a news anchor. You don't sound like a news anchor.
I'd rather be like a guy on the street.
I would like to do that too.
Dan, what do you have to say about your petition for free music and events? It's not free music and events, but you know what I'm saying. Lisa Botino, all of them, she says.
I don't even remember what we're talking about, though.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I'm like behind in the comments. No focus here.
See.
She wrote COS again.
I know. Can you tell us what COS means? Nikki K. Singh? Is it an acronym for something? Mandy and Bonnie are chiclets on wildflowers. Okay. Alright. They had chiclets on Wild. I was on Wildflowers last week.
I know, you were very white.
I know, they washed me out with that big bright light.
It was the first question I asked Eric when we spoke. I'm like, what kind of light? Because he was so, if anyone saw it, he was like...
She's telling me, duh.
He was like, hi, I'm Eric Shevlin. It was so bright.
Oh. I thought she really had like a magazine or something that she was going to interview
I'm
for.
so glad we are both that stupid right now. Because it's usually just me.
Yeah, well, alright.
It was the context, because you said I'll interview you on COS.
Yes.
So we were confused.
Confused.
Holy cow.
Confused.
That was embarrassing.
Oh, son of a bitch. Always the guy. What's that from?
I assume Karate Kid.
Yes, she's got one. What?
So.
Yes.
Thank you to Domestic Disturbance last night for reminding me that I should bring this up to Eric.
Uh-oh.
Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, yes.
Did you see the commercial?
I did, and what's her name is on it? Carol.
No, but did you see the commercial?
No.
Okay, then you don't. So, some of you may already know this, and if you were watching Domestic Disturbance, you heard the conversation. So, Carol Baskin, Tiger King.
Bitch.
Okay, murderer. She's on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
And the family
of her first husband.
Of the one that she fed to the tigers.
Allegedly.
There.
See, I'd be a good chief of staff. Whenever I'm assistant to the chief of staff, I would say, you have to say allegedly. You're right, allegedly.
Yeah, but
and
then
then
I already quoted it.
I sneak off into the background and see. I wouldn't even take credit for it.
You'd have to like kick whoever was writing it down because they already wrote down that it said she did it. It's too late.
I'd have to give my 5 cents. I would bribe people.
Yeah, that's good. We wouldn't end up in jail at all.
I would just bribe them to put allegedly in there. $5. How bad could that be?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Dean Skellos? Anyway, so...
Think I could be his roommate?
They had a commercial. It was his daughters, his clerk, and their lawyer. If anyone has seen whatever it is, of course I can't remember his name.
Well, Howard Baskin is the current husband's name.
No, the other one she allegedly fed to the tigers.
Right. No, I said Howard Baskin's her current husband's name. What the hell was his name?
Well, it was funny. You got to see it. It's like you could find it all over the internet.
That's crazy. She is just not a likable woman. If you've watched Tiger King, she is just not a likable woman.
Why would I want to watch her dance? Like,
she's gonna be the first one eliminated. She's like one of the most hated women in the country.
Alleged murderer.
Allegedly hated.
No, Linda wrote alleged murderer.
Alleged murderer. You must have just woke up, says Nikki. This is the most fun I've had all day, says Nikki.
Greg, don't knock her.
Yeah, don't
Tony Walker!
No, he's knocking us. He's not knocking her.
No. Well, yes. That's true.
You son bitch. See, it works because he lives in the South. He knows what I'm saying.
He lives in Florida. That's a whole other story.
Greg DiFilippo lives in Florida. More on that after this break.
I wish we could play Carol Baskin's dead husband's commercial.
I don't think you can. I don't know how.
No.
Hit share screen.
We're not on Zoom.
Hit stop streaming. I'm done.
All right, let's end the show.
If we can't share a commercial, then I'm done.
Wow. That's exciting for everybody.
I'm mad. But so they talked about that on Domestic Disturbance last night. The commercial or the Carol Baskin?
Yeah, they brought up the commercial that she was on the commercial. And I was like, oh my god! I'm like, I got to bring that up to Eric because you made me watch Tiger King.
And you loved it. The fact that I did.
But it was funny because Mike was also. I think it was Mike was saying like it felt like a million years ago, didn't it? Like.
Oh my gosh!
It feels like that was like 5 years ago.
Did you watch Cobra Kai?
I still have not.
Why?
Why? But I haven't yet because I haven't been in the mood.
It's what everybody's talking about.
I know.
And I saw it 2 years ago when it was on YouTube. And I loved it.
Well, you are very special.
And I loved it. I loved it then, and we rewatched it, and I loved it now.
Well, I'm happy
Come on,
for
just
you.
watch it, please.
I want to watch it. I've been watching West Wing.
West Wing. Oh,
I've
God.
said it every week.
With Martin Sheen, not Kevin Spacey. That was House of Cards. Get it right.
I'm having deja vu.
I never watched any political show like that.
Well, then
West
you can't
Wing.
be an assistant to the assistant of the chief of staff.
Well, because that's not real. That's not how it really goes.
Well, a little bit.
Not like ER, where it's like, okay, that an ER really doesn't operate like ER.
No, it doesn't.
Right. Or Chicago.
There are aspects of
West
Wing that are real, but obviously it's a television show.
Right. What was the other one we watched? The medical one.
I don't know. I only watched.
Oh, Grey's Anatomy.
I never watched that.
You never watched Grey's Anatomy?
No.
It's good.
No.
It's good.
Not watching it.
Yeah, it's gonna take you forever. It's like 18 seasons.
And?
It'll take you forever to watch it if you started now. With McSteamy and McDreamy.
Kaz is going to draw.
And McFadden.
But I don't know what she's drawing.
Pose, y'all. I gotta draw.
Oh, pose. Maybe I can be smiling in one. Why are you doing that?
The Hulkster.
As we slowly lose viewers.
Wait. The Hulkster. Hulk Hogan.
I know. That's the only thing about wrestling I know. My Hulkamania workout kit that I used to have. And still have the 3-pound weights. The sand shifts in them. I don't use them.
I had the Hulk Hogan light switch.
What's domestic disturbance? What does that mean? Because
Ainsley Hayes. Who's that?
she's the Republican she's an attorney for the Democrat team in the White House and the West Wing. And they all liked her because she was really pretty. It was stupid, but she was smart.
Who played her?
A blonde actress.
Bonnie Somerville. Tell me the actress's name.
I can't. I have no idea.
But we sure know Martin Sheen's name. Is he the president the whole time?
No. Well,
Wasn't Jimmy Smits on it?
yeah, at the end.
What does he do? Who's he?
The soon-to-be president?
He's the president-elect?
Yeah.
Is he a Spanish president?
He is a Latino man from Texas.
So we went from Martin Sheen to Latino. Jimmy Smits. Jimmy Smits, I always liked Jimmy Smits.
Me too. I saw him live in Shakespeare in the Park. In Much Ado About Nothing. He was fabulous.
I always liked Jimmy Smits. He was a good actor.
Yeah.
Oh, he is a good actor. I should say was. Linda was seen to stop ShopRite in Plainview looking for Eric update at 12 o'clock.
You're there right now, Linda Parmalee?
No. Linda Parmalee was seen at ShopRite looking for Eric Shevlin update at 12
I
o'clock.
forgot Plainview.
Yeah.
Is it considered Plainview or Hicksville?
It's Plainview.
Because this side of the street's Hicksville and that side of the street's Plainview.
That's
very
right.
confusing.
My taxes are half the cost because I'm 1 block away from high taxes. Higher taxes, I should say.
My family lives on that side of the street.
You're really in pain.
I am.
So stop the show so you can relax.
Where am I going to relax?
You can relax on the couch until you gotta go. You can relax on a board. Well, what's gonna make your back feel better?
I don't know. Who dies?
Nude massages?
What are we talking about that she wrote he dies?
Jimmy Smits.
He doesn't die.
Charlie Sheen?
Leo dies.
Martin Sheen?
No. Leo
Who's
dies.
Leo?
The guy that played Chief of Staff dies in real life.
Who played the chief of staff? Died in real life?
I should know his name, but I don't.
Oh, so he died in real life, then he died on the show, obviously.
Yeah, they had to kill him because he died right before
How did he
the
die?
show.
Was there a fake assassination attempt?
No, it was a heart attack.
She did an assassination attempt. We were just talking about that the other day.
Emily Proctor played Ainsley.
Oh, yeah, she's hot.
She's very pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Lisa. It's too late.
Don't tell me anything about West Wing. Why not? Oh, she's watching it now? But we were talking about that the other day. There hasn't been an attempt on the president in 40 years. What?
I just wrote mute, because it's on a delay.
What?
She's about to find out spoilers from a show that ended a decade ago.
I am at the kitchen table. We were just talking about that today. There hasn't been a presidential assassination attempt in 40 years.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I'm just saying. No, we have. Usually it was like for a while they were going, a couple shots at Ford, Reagan.
Happened to come across an Albany one day.
That's good.
It's interesting.
What about any on Nixon? Were there any sessions? No, right? What about Johnson?
I don't have a history of
Kennedy, yes, we know that. Well, what we know. There was definitely an attempt on Kennedy's life. Let's see. Reagan, Bush, no. Clinton, no. Bush, no. Obama, no. Trump, no. 4 years.
Good. Excellent.
We're changing.
Secret Service stepped up their game, I guess.
Man on Fire.
Watched it.
Such a good movie, wasn't it?
It was good.
I want to watch it now.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. Okay, hold on a second.
What?
So Linda was making fun of me because...
Why?
Well, not making fun of me, but she couldn't wrap her head around this. So in a movie, if they make some deal about a dog, and then the dog disappears and we never see the dog again, I'm pissed. And I sit there the whole time wondering what happened to the dog.
What dog? What are you talking about?
So in Man on Fire, they get the little girl a dog.
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah.
When she gets taken,
yeah.
Right before she gets taken, he puts the dog in the car.
Yeah.
Then the whole shootout happens. She gets taken. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Never see the dog again. Did the dog get shot? Did the dog run free? Did someone take the car and keep the dog? What happened to the dog?
The dog's just in the yard.
Same thing with
The dog is just in the yard.
What was that other movie? The Invisible Man. The movie with
Lassie.
I shouldn't even speak in public because everything goes right out of my head. It was a recent movie. They had a dog. She goes off, whatever. Dog's gone. But they do show the dog at the end. Like, you're just supposed to assume the dog was at the house.
Yeah, the dog was at the house.
But at least they showed the dog so I know the dog was okay.
Right.
What happened to Sam in Man and Fire?
He's in the yard.
Well, Linda thought it was amusing that this bothers me so much.
That's the only thing that bothered you about the movie. Not the fact that they took a kid.
No, of course the scenario bothers me. But in a movie, when they do that, it drives me nuts. I want to know that the dog is okay.
Are you good with dog movies?
No.
I hate dog movies.
Don't show me a dog movie.
I get so upset.
Don't. If an animal gets hurt, I will hate you for making me watch that movie.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I never mind in Halloween. Remember the original Halloween? They have a German Shepherd. And all you hear in the background is the dog yelping.
Nope.
That upset me more than like the kids getting stabbed and pinned to the wall. Is that sad?
Nope.
Why is that?
Watch it. Because they're helpless.
And people aren't?
They're innocent.
And people aren't helpless and innocent.
No, but it's different. They can't communicate in the same way. They can't scream. They can't... They're just so vulnerable.
Okay. All right. That's why.
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm cheering if kids are getting stabbed by Michael Myers. But the dog is, like, I don't know. It's just, there's something about it. What show is this? It's called Ashland, Nikki K. Singh.
And it's just about everything and anything?
It's a random potpourri.
It's potpourri of poop.
I usually call it frat boy humor, but we've been okay today.
No, we were pretty good today.
We only talked about my boobs a little bit.
Meaning me. You're always good.
I
You're
know.
always an
well,
angel. You never talk about penises.
I've had people I work with be like, "Oh, I see a very different side of you when I watch your show." I'm like,
well, that's a different side, but it's not like you're, it's a different side. It's not a complete 180. You're not talking about like guys' junk or anything.
What's there to talk about?
Well, I don't know. What's there to talk about movies? But I do.
Yes, Sherry. Marley, not watching it again ever in my life. It was torture.
Yeah, no, I don't like Homeward Bound and all those.
I did really like. I read the book. I didn't watch the movie. The Dog's Purpose, when it's like from the dog's perspective.
Didn't they make that a movie too?
I did. I didn't watch the movie, but I loved the book, even though it was so sad. But it was nice because it's like a dog keeps getting reincarnated.
Yeah.
It was cute.
I don't know. I don't like it. I get sad.
It is. It's too sad.
I don't like when dogs die. I don't mind when people die, but when dogs die, gets me angry. Gets me upset.
Nope. Can't do it. The dogs are lucky. They're the only animals that can hump their way into any situation and not get into trouble.
Oh, I hate that though.
I don't like when dogs hump. Me either.
Oh, it drives me nuts.
There's a video of it somewhere. It was like Christmas morning, and we have every show. Why? That is more irritating than anything else. I can deal with your dumbass belches more than I can deal with that.
As your assistant to the chief of staff, I wouldn't do that.
You're the assistant.
No. You're fine. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that in the office unless the door was closed. And
what show was I talking about with the lost dog? I was talking about the movie Man on Fire, Taz.
Man on Fire is a great movie. But or
The Invisible Man, but that dog came back at the end.
As an assistant to the general manager.
Assistant to the assistant.
I wouldn't do that face unless the door was closed and the blinds were shut.
Ew. I don't do it ever.
It's my O face. Oh.
Okay, so I think the show's over. Well, I think we've run out of things to talk about.
Another movie you probably never saw. I'll be showing her my O face.
What is it? No, I think I saw that. What is it?
Office Space.
Yeah, of course I've seen that movie. And I can say something about a stapler, but it won't be a direct quote.
Stapler to my stapler. That was Stephen Root. That was one of his first,
And Jennifer Aniston has all the bling on and things. I saw it.
Yeah. I express myself.
I like that movie.
Yes. That was a great movie.
I don't know if, a lot of people, it's, culty, right? Like, people can watch that movie again. I don't think that's a movie I can watch over and over.
Yeah, for the most part, I can watch it over
I feel like I've watched it a few times. I don't know. I'd have to try to watch it again and see if I still like it. I mean, I don't think I would dislike it. I just don't know if it'd be as funny. But
I thought it was pretty funny.
It is it's really funny. I just don't know if it's a repeat funny.
It's still relevant.
I haven't seen Andy Plagenos in a while. Did we piss him off?
Yeah, because you wouldn't quote movies, so you got upset he left.
Because I misquoted a movie that I said I can quote. If I can quote a movie, it means I can sort of get some part of the context correct. It doesn't mean I'm going to make it
the exact quote.
The exact quote.
Any quotes from The Godfather?
No.
Star Wars.
No, I love Star Wars, but no, I wouldn't.
You couldn't say one quote from Star Wars.
Maybe I'm not under pressure. Maybe some Yoda lines, but no. I mean, yeah, Luke. I'm your father. There you go. How's that one?
You know, that's a very famous quote that's often misquoted. It's not Luke.
See? But I already qualified myself saying I don't give direct.
It's just quotes. I am your father.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's just I am your father. The guy with the red stapler should run for president, LOL. Yeah, he took my stapler. He told me I wouldn't have to move anymore. And they made me move. Set the building on fire. What else? What are the famous Casablanca?
I should. Again, if I wasn't
Gone with the Wind.
Yes, that I can quote. I love doing Ashley. Ashley. And then I met someone named Ashley. And then I, of course...
All right, we all know how when Gone with the Wind was made and what it's about. And so I'm a big movie fan. My friend's wife, who's from the South, said, well, did you like Gone with the Wind? I'm like, I never saw it. She goes, you never saw it? And I think it was the opening.
Yes, they're having the party in the yard.
And the two little black children are ringing the bell. I started laughing so hard. I'm like, what the fuck is this? She's like, that's the way it was in the South. I'm like, oh my God. But I was laughing. She goes, it's not a comedy. I go, I know, but look how ridiculous this looks. Out of context, it looks really ridiculous.
Because, we're not getting into this conversation, but it does, kind of glorify slavery. It makes it look like it was lovely and friendly.
It did? I don't remember that.
It does, because, they're very close.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying I don't remember.
The women that worked in the house, they were very close with them and, almost part of the family. So even though there might have been, yelling or whatever.
Hattie McDaniel.
It's not right. It's not in what actually happened.
What was her character's name?
Mammy?
Was it?
Now I'm mixing up.
You might be right. I don't know, because I only saw it the once, but I'm going, oh my God. It looked so, it was just very weird. It looked so out of context, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck is going on here? But it was.
I love Gone with the Wind.
So quote that you can quote that.
Oh, I know the famous quote.
Oh, and when
Frankly,
she
my
said
dear.
something about birthing me, no babies, I started laughing my ass off.
Yeah. Well, because it is a little funny the way it's like exaggerated.
Yeah. Well, maybe it was exaggerated back then, but it seems even more exaggerated now.
Exactly.
Ashley was hot.
Ashley really wasn't, but she loved him.
B is for Bob, but what?
Ashley loved his cousin.
I'm Gone with the Wind when I have too much Mexican food. Ashley was his cousin?
No, Ashley married his cousin. I'm sorry, that's what I was trying to say. Nellie was his cousin.
Gross.
Yeah, but I think that was kind of common.
That's so gross. I don't remember this movie at all, but I'm not watching it again. It was too long.
It is very long. Yeah, they released it in the theaters a bunch of years ago. I went by myself.
Did you really?
I fell asleep. Even though I love it, but narcolepsy is a bitch.
Yeah, I don't think I could sit through it in the theaters.
Yeah, no, it was rough. But we were talking about this last week, and it won't be on anymore because they pulled it, which I thank God I own it.
I think that's stupid too.
But yeah, because art is art,
right, art is art, and it also kind of not for nothing, but when it was released in the 30s.
I forget exactly, but yeah.
In the 30s, and how amazing was that an African American woman won the Oscar for it back in the 30s? So it's like instead of celebrating the fact that
I think
won
the
the
story
Oscar
needs
for
to be told about how she was treated and all that. But absolutely, it was
right.
historic, and at that time
right.
especially, it was like I said, it was
like
because of the glorification of slavery, which makes it look like it was nice and.
I don't remember that. Yeah. I not disagree with you.
But I don't
obviously know more than me on that, but I don't remember.
I don't think it should be pulled because I think we all know what it is.
Right.
But.
Yeah. I agree. I concur. We finally agree on something. God, only took her a little while to come around. Look at your face. I was looking at your reaction on the screen.
I was kind of ignoring you and just reading some comments.
All right, you ready?
Oh, he's back.
Who?
Don't expect even the petitions to move the needle. Andy, don't have a defeatist attitude. And yes, it may not, but if we sit and do nothing, then what? At least we can say we've been trying.
What's the matter? Why don't you feel good?
I don't think she wanted you to tell everybody that.
Are you pregnant?
Fuck no.
Shevlins are having another child.
No!
Please don't have a gender reveal party, though.
It's by the miracle of anal.
I would never even know. I hated that. I made him not know, and he was dying to know. But you
wasn't.
You wanted to know.
No, I didn't. You were such a liar.
Were you disappointed at the outcome?
No.
I just wanted to put you in an uncomfortable position.
No, I didn't care. I wasn't like, I gotta have a boy.
I'm kind of glad you have boys.
Me too.
Yeah, I'd be bad with girls.
Thank God.
I'd be crying.
She looked at me and she's like,
When Nicholas is born, you're like, safe.
I thought Nicholas was a girl, just based on what it
Alexandra Grace or Rose?
Yeah.
Alexandra Grace was going to be the name.
It's like one of my favorite names, no joke. My confirmation is
Alexandra.
Alexandra. But I really like Alexandra.
I like when people call you Alex.
Alexandra
I like
Grace.
That name for a girl.
I like it too.
That was the girl name.
My grandfather's middle name was Alexander. So my mom is reminding everybody about the petitions because she rocks. Yes, Danielle Asher Music at gmail.com. Send me your name, full name. That's the other thing. Add me to the petition. And their email's like Blue
Bayou
234. And I'm like, can I have your name, please? So yeah, send me your name and your town, even if you think I know your name.
And town.
Anyway.
Linda Parmalee, Plainview.
ShopRite. She's not in Plainview. She's in
Hicksville.
I saw you two having an off-Ashland conversation this week. Caught in the act of Facebook.
Didn't we?
Yeah, I forget. I don't remember, but I made the joke in the comments of something.
You did. Now that you mention it, you did. I just.
Because it made me laugh. You guys.
Linda Parmalee.
Villains.
What else?
Nothing about attitude. He literally was just talking. This is not going to be changed by public opinion. Yeah, Andy, I understand.
But we've got to try.
That doesn't mean that we give up, at least letting him know.
Andrew Plajanos, Selden.
I'm not saying that
Setauket.
I mean, we don't...
I don't know where he lives.
Somewhere in the east.
Yeah, somewhere up there.
Wow.
Smithtown.
Nope. Further.
Hawk.
All right. So,
St. James.
what do you think?
We're good. We're good to go, kid. You're the closer.
I'm the closer.
You're the closer. Close it out.
I'm Eric Shevland, and this is Danielle Asher.
And we'll see you next week.
Everyone have a good week. Take care from Ashland. Send me your name for the petition. We will let the governor know whether he's going to do something about it or not. Make some noise. And it's not just the governor. It's all of our leaders in New York. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.